screens and flashing lights, voices shouting through the night. Static hum that shakes the ground, Rift Nation rising loud, profound. Feel the fire, feel the fight, we're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage, unleash the fury, turn the page. Steel strings, scream the truth we bring, echoed chaos, hearts that sting. Electric veins that feed the roar, harder, faster, crave for more. Dust and sparks ignite the air, shattered silence, do we dare? Tidal force, relentless stream, we're the edge, we're the dream. Feel the fire, feel the fight, we're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage, unleash the fury, turn the page. Rift Nation, hold the line. In the chaos, we align. Through the storm, through the pain, we're the anthem in your veins. Feel the fire, feel the fight, we're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage, unleash the fury, turn the page. Rift Nation, hold the line. In the chaos, we align. Through the storm, through the pain, we're the anthem in your veins. Broken screens and flashing lights, voices shouting through the night. Static hum that shakes the ground, Rift Nation rising loud, profound. Feel the fire, feel the fight, we're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage, unleash the fury, turn the page. Steel strings, scream the truth we bring, echoed chaos, hearts that sting. Electric veins that feed the roar, harder, faster, crave for more. Dust and sparks ignite the air, shattered silence, do we dare? Tidal force, relentless stream, we're the edge, we're the dream. Feel the fire, feel the fight, we're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage, unleash the fury, turn the page. Rift Nation, hold the line. In the chaos, we align. Through the storm, through the pain, we're the anthem in your veins.
The engine is starting up.
For launch, GC, go. Guidance, go. Fido, go. Prop,
Go.
GNC, go. Max,
Go.
Eagle, go. Ecom.
Go pending final steps to cabin link check.
2, 1.
Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us? Can you give us a sign?
Welcome to the Rift Nation Network, the RNN, putting a slide in your glide and a dip in your hip. Welcome to the mothership. the home of the travelers of the universe, with shows throughout the week. You can find us at Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and more. Everything you could want, everything you can need right here, right now. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from comedy to the spiritual. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
It's showtime, folks!
Podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
In the night they ride the storm. Eyes of fire, swords of throne. Hear their voice and power strong. Psychic Viking women roar. Mystic winds, they always know where the battle's bound to go. Ancient runes of shields they throw, guiding us through ice and snow. Warrior queens in a trance, future sight at first glance, lighting skies with a glance. Psychic Viking women's dance. See the future, see the past. Visions of a mighty blast. In their wake the shadows cast. Psychics lead until the last.
Well, happy Saturday, guys. I'm back. I know you're so excited. And for those of you that aren't excited, let's get excited together. So, welcome to the Rift Nation Network. This is the Viking Celtic Pixie, where I do all kinds of tarot, channeling, runes, and you just never know what's coming out of my mouth. I'm a very blunt, honest individual. I won't pull punches, and I'll tell you exactly what I see sometimes, whether you want to hear it or not. So that's just the way that I roll. But yeah, it's really an awesome time. We have some reworking going in the on the sorry about that. We've got some stuff happening. Yeah, I need more coffee. It's just, so we've got some stuff happening on the mobile app and the website. I'm good. I enlisted the help of Miss Christina, also host of the network. We're going to be working on that and getting things straightening out. And we have, who do we have on the house here today? We're going to say who we have in the house. Don't forget, if you guys would like to be a guest, okay, or you'd like to be try out being a co-host, that's awesome. So if you'd like to do any of those, please send over your information to riftnationnetwork@gmail.com. Make sure you let them know which show you're interested in, because we pull no punches. If you're connected to a certain host, please, by all means, put that host and that show name in there so we can connect you guys and let you know what's happening. So, and as always, I start to take names. So, my name's Sue. Actually, Susan. So the way that I do this is, will you guys let me know you'd like a reading? Make sure that you're in the chat. Some people I've known for a long time, so they usually give me the thing and listen later, but that's because I know their energy, especially for those that are new. In the chat, you have to let me know if you just want channeling or if you want the runes. And when you want the runes, you have to be present because you need to think of a specific question, because this time I chose the 5-card spread, but this particular 5-card spread focuses on a particular question. You do not have to tell me the question. So all you have to do in the chat is watching from work. That's my daughter, Destiny. She's watching from work, sending all the best, Sue. Very funny. It's mom to you, girl. So, but yeah, this is funny. So welcome everybody to my daughter. So, and again, let me know in the chat if you would like a reading. And we have Cindy here also from Universally Aligned here on the Rift Nation Network. So pretty awesome. Also, we have Miss Linda Nielsen, my co-hostess or other hostess with the mostess on the Cosmic Cushion podcast on Tuesdays at 3:00. And we are definitely doing a 3-part series coming up. It deals a lot with emotional abuse and how to work through it and what to do. So I really look forward to that. Lol, you said Sue, though. Very funny, my daughter. My daughter's very funny. I'll put your comment right up here so everybody can see. Yeah, okay. I know I said my name is Sue, but to you it's Mom. Mom. All right. So who do we have? You would love a channeling reading. You got it. So we're going to start taking the list of everybody that's been in here. And let's see, who do we have in here? We have Miss Cindy, of course, from what is it? Universally Aligned. Please excuse me. And if I got that wrong because I'm having a brain fart, please let me know. Miss Linda Nielsen. We also have Michelle Wilfong. And then we have I see an Erica here. I don't see the name Eric. Oh, there you are. Miss Erica, we have you as well. Let's see. And of course, Miss Kerry Carell. I'm working, but I'll be on and off. That's okay. You want a channeling, and I know your energy because I've read you for a long time. And that's what I mean. If you're a constant person on the podcast, I know your energy and I can still channel you because I've worked with your energy for a long time. So let's take some names. It's pretty awesome names here we got going on. Why are some of these comments? Oh, because I've already showed them. All right, so we have let's see, Cindy, if you wanted a reading. I think Cindy said she wanted a reading. I know Linda does. Okay, so we have Linda. And then we have Cindy. Yes, Cindy. And then I think Erica said she wanted one as well. Erica wants one. So we have Linda, Cindy, Erica. What about Michelle? Michelle Wilfong, if you would like a reading, please let me know. Yeah, I'm very excited about this series 2. Heidi, what's up, my girl? How you doing? Yes, becoming universally aligned. Thank you. You know, I was out on a sabbatical for a bit, so we have Miss Heidi. Heidi, how you doing, Miss Heidi? Heidi. Okay, and then yes, becoming universally a mind. Monday is full moon meditation and clearing. Ooh. So you might want to get into the meditation and the clearing on Monday before you come over to work with the energy and the facts and information we're going to deal with about emotional abuse. So that's a really good combination there. Okay, we also have okay, so we have Linda, Cindy, Erica, Heidi. I am missing. Where is she? Kelly, Carell, Kelly. Missing Kelly. And Michelle Wilfong, if you would like a reading, please let me know. I'll put you right down there. Yes, Michelle. All right. We have Michelle. All right. Hello, Cindy. Heidi's giving them. Hey, Linda. Love. Yes, I think it's a great combination. Erica is my daughter. Oh, oh, nice. Okay, that's going to work really well. All right, so right off the bat, like I said, if you want runes, you have to specify you want the runes. The runes I do in cards because throwing little crystals on my desk is not really very fun because you can't find anything. So, as always, I'm going to start right off. I think we had Miss Michelle Wilfong in the house. So that's what we're going to do. She'd like a reading. So for those of you that do runes and you're looking to start the rune readings, it might be a class that I might be interested in teaching. It does take a lot of work and a lot of information, but I might be putting something like that together. But you can always get yourself a deck of runes and start off that way. Cindy, I what is it, Cindy? I felt out of the loop and missed you on Mondays. Medical issues. I hear you there, girl. So we're starting right off with Miss Michelle Wilfong is what we have. Okay, Cindy wants runes. You got it, honey. All right, so we're going to start off with Miss Michelle. The rune that I picked for Michelle Wilfong. Sorry, I'm chatting. I'm trying to keep the conversation going because I know this goes on radio sometimes. All right, let's see what we got going on for Michelle, and then we'll talk about the runes. Okay, Michelle, we're having an issue with your self-worth again, and that seems to happen. If we haven't done, and I think we talked about it, a lot of people on the podcast have actually talked about it. If you haven't worked on things, sometimes issues from the past that we thought were buried and healed have a tendency to spring forward and come up. And that happens when we haven't actually worked through the issues that we have. We think we have. And the hardest person in life to forgive is always ourselves. It's like we can forgive others, let go of others most of the time. But forgiving ourselves is one of the hardest things that we actually have to do. Um, they want you to look into being a little bit more independent. So if you have ideas, get that independence and things happening. Allow your ideas to shine through because these are very creative. And I'm not sure if this has to do, it's something creative, is what they're saying. And you need to get that going forward. Don't really rely on other people, rely on yourself to get this information or projects out there is what you need to do. Moon energy is definitely a little low, so I would recommend Monday night because we do have a moon energy that's low, but you're also denying yourself happiness and fun, and that happens. Sometimes we get stuck in things we can't seem to get rid of, and it brings on like a sense of depression. Even though we don't suffer from depression, it brings that drawback, like that lack of sunshine. Okay, so what they're recommending for you is to find something that brings that sunshine out, that healing energy to you. Everybody has a different place to get that healing energy, but in order for you to move through this, you need to work with moon energy. Okay, literally, your moon energy is upside down. This isn't made up. Your moon energy is upside down. So you need to work with that. You also need to work with not denying yourself because you will put yourself last all the time. And what happens is when we put ourselves last, we have the lack of energy of particular situations. So you need to have yourself there. You need to put yourself first sometimes because if you don't take care of you, how are you supposed to handle everything else? This is the way that we need to look at it and think about it, okay? So allow yourself to go forward, work with that moon energy. If you live if you live in a house and there is a full moon out, you can always water bathe in the moon, which is reflect the moon in a reflective surface as far as water and allow the energy to charge you that way. But I'm sure Miss Cindy will talk about a lot of other things. Yeah, those skeletons jump out of the past. And again, this is from Michelle. Michelle says those skeletons jump out of the past, and I do have a current creative block. Yes, you need to recharge your batteries. You need to do something for yourself. Okay, that's what you need to do. You need to allow yourself that little bit of fun. Stop getting stuck on, oh my God, I'm stuck. Go do something totally that's just fun for you to recharge your battery. That's going to help you get through that right now. All right. So now we have Miss Alinda. And then after Linda, we have Cindy. Make moon water. That's great. That's a great idea, Heidi. Thank you. I forgot about that. You can take jars of purified water, put it out in the moon, and let the moon actually shine in it and charge it as well. And then the moon water helps bring that energy for when the moon is dark if we're not working on dark moon type spells. Brilliant idea, Miss Heidi. Thank you so much. She always has such awesome information here. I love that. Make moon water full of intentions. Yes, I love that. You can also color it to help the chakras with the moon water. So that's pretty awesome. Thank you so much. All right, so now we have Miss Linda, and I forget Linda if you wanted the channeling. And then after that, we have Cindy, and Cindy would like the runes. We have Miss Rhonda is in the house. Yes, Miss Rhonda, I can get you on the list. Not a problem. Miss Rhonda. Rhonda. One of these Saturdays, I'm going to have to pull Rhonda on so we can tag team reads with you. You know, hint, hint, hint. Heidi wants runes, so I'll put runes next to her. Cindy wants runes. Runes, okay. Hello, Velma. Let me add Velma to the list, and we'll get over to Miss Linda. Velma. All right. And then after Cindy, we'll have Erica. So here we go. This is for Miss Linda, my other hostess with the mostess, Miss Linda Nielsen. So I have a lot of fun on the show with Miss Linda. Channeling, you got it. All right, let's see what's going on here. Again? Okay. I have to split the deck. I don't ask, I just do. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay. All right. You seem to have a bit of an issue with like a male that is around you all the time. And again, this male could be a son, a grandson, a father, but it's definitely relative type based rather than relationship type based. There is a bit of up and down, unbalanced energy that is coming through right now. It looks off balance. And what it is there seems to be like a creative outlet missing. Um, It's like the mind is going, but it can't seem to get to where it needs to get to. So there has to be some type of creative outlet. It could be anything from baking, cooking, woodwork, anything. There has to be something that will come out in that way. Okay. So that's something that needs to come out. Your moon energy is also off, just to let you know. Moon, not making this up, guys. Gonna have to do Monday night. So the moon energy is also off. But what's going to happen is we're going to get this creativity going in this particular individual. It's going to create that balance you're looking for, that yin and yang balance where this particular energy is working. The easiest way to put this is people with bipolar disorder are extremely creative when they're not on certain medications. Their creativity is allowed to flow. So this is kind of like what's happening. There seems to be some type of a block, but the creativity is going to bring the balance out. I'm hoping you can understand what it is that I'm actually relying to you right now. So find that creative outlet. I don't care whether it's karate, tai chi, mastering digging holes in the back so you can make a fort. It doesn't matter. You need that creative outlet to maintain the balance. Once the balance is there, things are going to function and work with you much, much, much better. Okay, now we have Cindy for runes. And then after Cindy, we have Miss Erica. Now, Miss Cindy, you have to come forward. Do not state the question. You don't have to. You need to think of the question. You need to keep the question within your mind in order for the runes to be able to pick up on what's happening. I can imagine both your amazing energies together. It's 3:00 on Tuesdays. You can always watch the replay, but it's just a really good balance with me and Linda. And it's like, I love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, yes, good. So now you know the direction to go. So again, Miss Cindy, you need to come on down. I need to have you in the chat for this to function. So I think I say that every week. So it's been a while since I've had somebody that I really connect with. I think that's what it is. So absolutely amazing. All right. So Miss Cindy, are you here? After Cindy, we have Erica. Cindy wants runes. You have to be in the chat room. So we're going to give it a couple minutes. And if not, we'll go to Erica. And then we'll wait for Cindy to come back in the chat room because there's a delay on this thing. You know, I'm reading the messages from the chat. If you'd like to be a part of the studio audience, okay, think of your question, honey. Focus on your question while I shuffle. It's going to help with the direction that you're thinking. You don't have to even type it out. Okay. Literally, that's what I love about runes. You don't type it out, it'll focus in on your energy as I do. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. I'm shuffling. What I'm doing is shuffling runes rather than using the crystal ones. Okay. Shuffle this way. Thank you. Okay, so we have 1, we have 2, we have 3. We need a bigger desk. You know, I really do. Doesn't matter what I'm doing, I need a bigger desk. All right, so right off the bat, okay, we're dealing with, and again, the layout that I actually chose for this thing, there's 2 different 5 layers of rune energy that you can actually deal with right now. So what we're dealing with right now is Perthro. Now, Perthro is in the first rune, which represents you asking the question that you have in your mind. And that's why I chose this one. Okay, I chose this one. So this represents you and the question you have in mind. And of course, Perthro has a lot to do with power and energy. And it's like primal forces, and it deals a lot with health, distant influences is what it deals with. So things that actually influence you, not always next to you, but for some reason it's from a distance. So this is the power. That's good. That's the question. The question has a lot to deal with that. Now the second position is over here. This is the first time I'm using this one. So the second position is a room that represents everything related to the question you have asked, which is linked to the immediate past, if you could understand that. Okay. So now we're dealing with Jara. Okay, Jara is actually coming into place, which is another rune that doesn't come up so much. And so I've got to refresh my memory on this one. Jara never comes up that much. Well, let's see. I have to refresh my memory with a cheat sheet here. Okay, yeah. All right. All right. So when we're dealing with Jara right now, we're dealing with, and again, the past, longevity, things lasting. We're also dealing with a harvest. So a lot of work went into a harvest, so to speak, in the old days. So a lot of work went into what it is that you are creating or trying to create in the past. So I do see that they're seeing the work, and they're seeing, thank you. Okay. So what it is they're seeing right now is the work. We have the power card, and then we have the card of the work. So things are coming into play. They're noticing all the energy and everything that you have put into this. Okay. So that's a good thing because we need to actually see that. But what does that have to do with the question? That's a good, in the past, there was a lot of things. The third rune actually represents the outlook, hidden secret aspects to the question that you have in mind. So the question you have in mind, these are the secret aspects of what's actually happening. And this one, we have Dagas. I got to learn to hold it this way because I have the, things over there. All right. So what we have right now is Dagas. Yes, good. Dagas is the ambition, the light. So we're having a growth and a breakthrough. Okay, so that's good. There's a growth period going to be happening. So what it is you're focusing on, this is a good growth. I'm not talking, oh my God, what is that on your skin? This is growth. So physically and mentally, emotionally, we have things that are coming in that are going to bring that positive. It's going to bring that that growth period, that period where allows, thank you, what's that word? Thank you. A breakthrough. And this deals with light energy. So there's a breakthrough coming and it's dealing with light energy. So that's really good. And what is the fourth position down here? So good. I know what the fifth position is. Now, the fourth position is Winjo. Okay. Now, Winjo, unfortunately, is in the upside down position. And the fourth position is the rune that represents the force involved in the question that you have asked. This is the force. This is the reason. This is the representation of what's actually happening right now. So we have Winjo coming in. So instead of harmony, there's fear. Thank you. The basis of the question is kind of centered in fear and a little bit of dysfunction, like things don't feel right energetically, which I know you understand. Energetically, things are feeling off, but they're saying this is fear based, not reality based. So the suggestion of this rune is letting you know to focus in on why you're fearing this, okay? And then focus more on releasing the fear. And that's why I like the runes, because they'll give you an avenue to go to. This fear needs to be released. It needs to be dealt with, okay? And again, impatience. Can't deal with impatience either. Things that feel impatience. We have misery. We have all these things happening. It's all based in fear, not reality. That's the part that we need to focus on. Then we have Ingwaz. I'll read the chat in a minute. Then we have Ingwaz actually coming into place. Ingwaz is coming in, and we are dealing with freedom. Again, this is freedom, this conclusion. What does the fifth position mean? The fifth position in the rune is the answer in relation to the fourth rune. Okay, I get that. So if we're working through the fear, okay, so if we're working through all of this fear and anxiety and misery that we think is happening when we know it's fear based, we're going to have the conclusion, consequences. So we're going to deal with freedom. This is a good outcome. So all you have to do is work through the fear, and then the outcome is the one that you know will happen, but you're too afraid to think of. Sometimes is the easiest way to actually put that. Now let's see what we have from Miss Cindy here. Let's see, what do we have here? I was asking about light languages that I've been practicing and have heard connections and felt ready to speak, but holding back my throat. Yep. Perfect. You should come on a Saturday. You can practice some of that while we tag team. You know, you and Rhonda. No hints, guys. So I love sharing this stuff with people. It's not about me. It's about you guys. It's about the people that come here and they need a little bit of guidance and a little bit of help. And that's what I'm here for. And that's what I love about what I do. So absolutely. So holding back your throat. Awesome. And then she says, wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much. And then we get confirmation. Good. And again, a thank you so much, which is awesome. And I love runes. I do. I absolutely love the runes. So we had a couple more people come in the chat, and then we're going to do Miss Erica. So, Erica, you get ready to come down while I look through the chat room. Those that are listening in to the after effects of what's happening right now, you can be a part of actually the live and get a reading or two. Come over to YouTube, Facebook, Rift Nation Network. We're also on Twitch, Twitter, I think. Take a look, come on over, be a part of the studio audience, and you can always get yourself a free reading. We don't have a call in yet, but that's something I'm actually going to be working on soon. So I will definitely set up the day to join you. Yes! I'm going to drag all of you psychic type people here. So it'll be fun. We can tag team everybody and help so many people, and I love that. So Miss Erica, you need to come on down, my dear. And who else do we have in this chat room? Michelle, awesome. I read you. Did I? Yeah, I did read Michelle. Oh, it's awesome. So I appreciate the guidance from all the. I love the Rift Nation Network. I do, because we all have different aspects, different opinion, and different things to be able to offer individuals to help them, and that's what makes this such a great network. All right, so we have Miss Erica, and who else came in? Mr. Brolick as well. Brolick, and I think I got Rhonda. So what we have on the chat list right now for readings, and I'm taking my time doing whatever. We have Erica, Heidi, Kelly, Rhonda, Velma, and Brolick is what I have left. So Miss Erica, if you're here, please come on down. After Erica will be Miss Heidi, and I think Miss Heidi wanted runes as well. Yep, RNN rocks. They do. They rock. We love it. And we have more shows coming too. More and more shows are going to be coming on board. So there's going to be everything from paranormal to spiritual to psychic to emotional to mystical magic. Oh, wait, that's me. So we're going to be doing a lot of that. So, Miss Erica, are you here? If not, we're going to go right to Heidi and we'll get back to Erica. Erica. If not, we're going to do Heidi. Heidi, I think you said runes. Whoever answers me first, she is there but can't get in to type in the chat. Thank you. That's all I need to know, Linda. All right. So you focus on what you need to focus on. And Miss Heidi, you start thinking of your question. Okay, got it. Okay, so Miss Erica, as long as I know she's here and I can pick up on her energy, we're good. Because there's a new Miss Erica. Let's see what we got going on. After Erica is Heidi, and I know Heidi wanted runes. Okay. One more. Thank you. One more. All right. The runes themselves have a basic meaning, but those are also channeled based on what I'm being told. So everything I do is kind of a channel. It's a different type of a channel. I mean, I do it this way because my spirits like to play Pictionary with me, and I get to guess what's being said. All right. So we're flipping over some cards. Ooh, that's a good thing. Okay. Miss Erica, you need to stop looking at negativity. You need to start finding the beauty in your life, within you, within your life. Allow the bright light and the sun to shine. You seem to be, a part of you is holding yourself back, saying, oh, I can't do that, or that'd look funny, or, close out the outside world. Focus on what makes you happy. Because when you are happy on the inside and this energy shines through like you wouldn't believe, then everybody else is going to find it addicting. Oh my God, she's so happy and bright. I want to go there. Unless you're afraid of a crowd, then, just not kidding. So we do have a lot of that beautiful energy, but I do have a question for you, honey. Are you starting to, there's several different ways that this is coming into play. It's like you're starting to get some type of visions or emotions. Now, and Linda can answer for you. Are you actually sensing emotions? It's not empathic. It's close to empathic, but not. You feel one way. You walk into a room and say you touch something or sit down somewhere and you're feeling something different. Your energy or your mood changes. That's not you. This is a ability trying to come out is what it is. I might add something I've told my kids forever. It is true. Happiness can only come from within. Yeah. You have a gift, honey. You have a gift that you're not allowing yourself to see. No, you're not crazy. No, you're not nuts. Yes, you are gifted. You need to work with it. Need to figure out where it comes from, which one of the clairs it is. Clair knowing. Sometimes the information just comes in your head. Okay, that's clair knowing. And then we have other information when you start to feel things that aren't you and you can't figure it out. It happens in a crowded room too. You need to work on your gifts because we have a lot of vision stuffs coming. But you also need to recreate your center of where you live. because a part of you is feeling out of place, like you don't belong where you're at. And again, this is all stemming from within you. Okay. There's absolutely very empathic. Yep. Okay. She yes, she says very empathic and she feels it. Okay. All right. Very empathic energy. Get yourself an amethyst. It's one of the traits you need to start to work with. An amethyst crystal. Keep it on you at all times to start. Um, you need to bring a journal with you. I've always brought a journal, but nowadays people can type things in their phone. When you start being an empath, when it starts to expand, you have issues trying to understand if it's your emotions you're feeling or someone else's. A lot of times when you feel down, especially in a crowded room, it's not you. It's someone else that you're feeling. Another crystal to work with is hematite if you have it. Work with hematite. I work with tourmaline. Tourmaline helps with the energy as far as being down. It does get overwhelming until you can distinguish the difference between this isn't me, this is someone else. Okay. So rather than allowing it to overwhelm you and your senses, write it down. I felt this here. I felt that there. There could be a reason. These things are coming in because you are meant to help other people. So you have to distinguish the difference between what you're feeling and what they're feeling. Like I've always felt judged when I was a kid. Literally, I've always felt judged. That was the empathic side, not the channeling, but the empathic side that was coming out. I felt like I was being judged. Like I was this, I was ugly, I was untalented. And that's because these are things other people were feeling that I allowed myself to absorb. So it's training. Learn to train. If you're feeling something different, all of a sudden the mood swings changes, there is somebody else that feels that way. You need to start focusing on those particular issues. Meditation is really good. If you can't meditate, do a simple meditation where you're focusing on your breath, whether your chest goes up and down or in and out. And again, your mother can help you with the meditative part. It'll help you relax. I don't want you to block it or stop it, because when it expands again, you won't be able to control it. Learn to control it. You control it. It does not control you, if you can understand what I'm saying. You can do this. Honey, if I could do it, anybody could do it. That's the way it is. So, and again, that was Miss Erica. Now we have Heidi. Heidi wants runes. Heidi wants runes. So we're going to do the same thing with Miss Heidi. We're going to do this 5-card spread. So Heidi, you need to think of your question. After Miss Heidi, I know we have Kelly Correll, who's presently at work, but I have done her, worked with her for so long that I can actually read her without her actually being here. And we'll timestamp that for her. So Miss Heidi would like runes. So Miss Heidi, start thinking of your question. Kelly is channeled. After that, we have Miss Rhonda. We're just politely going along, having a good time. There we go. All right, Miss Heidi, think of the question that you have. This is a question-based layout. Okay, this will focus directly on the question. I know I've seen Raven come in there as well. We have plenty of time here. I will add Raven to the list in a minute. Okay, so Miss Heidi, think of the question that you actually have. It's going to work you in the direction and the avenues that you have to work with. Okay, and this was, again, this is the only second time with this particular layout, which is 1, 2, 3, tres, uno, dos, tres, cuatro. My man's teaching me Spanish, or at least he's trying to. All right. So right off the bat, we are dealing with haligas, hailstorms. No. Now this one, the first rune actually represents you asking the question you have in the mind. It's representing you. You know, is what it is. Linda, we should do a show for empaths as well, probably after the series. We can work you, and you can do some like meditations too. We can both do it. All right, so Heligas represents a hailstorm, okay, right off the bat. And now we're dealing with this is, again, it represents you asking the question you have in mind. This is representing you, a hailstorm. And she's like, oh my God, I'm a hailstorm. Yes, don't worry, you're safe. So, and this is what we're dealing with right now. This is risks and delays and shadows that are actually happening. Sometimes when a rune's right side up, it's letting you know that you have everything happening. We have shadows, we have this, and all of these issues coming into play. This is what's representing you and the issues at hand. So the next one is number 2, Uros. Uros is upside down. And this is the second rune. And this one represents everything related to the question. This is related to the question that you have that actually links to part of your past. Okay. So this is linking to part of your past. All right. Part of in your past. Try to remember this. In your past. Okay, not presently. There was weak will, low energy, a lot of illness, and a lot of missed opportunities. That's what's linking you to the question that you have. This is the reason it seems to be focusing on what's happening. And again, past, not now. Okay, number three. Number 3, the Rizas. The Rizas is upside down. And the third room represents the overlook, the hidden secret aspect of the question that you have in mind. Wow, they're always so cryptic. I gotta learn to rewrite these. So we have the Thurizaz actually coming up. That's the Thorn. That's Wenjo. Oh my God. This is, okay, this is stubbornness. Okay. Sometimes it's okay to listen to advice. Sometimes we're stubborn and we say, you know, I can do this. I can handle this. Okay. I don't need any help. These are all things that a lot of us say. This is telling you not to say that. This is saying that sometimes it's okay to listen. It's okay to heed advice. It's okay to absorb it and really listen to what individuals are saying. Because not everybody out there has ill will towards you or are going to take you in a wrong direction. Listen to what they're saying and absorb the parts that you need. Okay? So allow that to be absorbed within you. Now we have the fourth one is Perthro. And then we end with Ingwaz, which is weird because I boiled the deck. Now, Perthro comes in. That's the fourth position, which represents the force involved in the question that you have asked. These are the forces, okay? We have Perthro coming into play. Perthro is the strength, protection, health, okay? And this is distinct influences, things that actually influence you. So you need to understand that you are protected. Okay. So once we understand that we are protected, even if we're listening to other people, we don't always have to be so like, I got this, leave people away. So allow the influences to influence you. So it's not that you're doing what they're saying. What it is that you're listening to them and you're allowing pieces of it to influence the direction. This is what you need to do. Allow those influences to come to play. Then we have Ingwas. Okay, and again, Ingwas. Ingwas is coming up, which is the answer in relationship to the fourth rune. So these runes go together. This is the relationship between the two. Freedom. Okay, we have freedom, we have conclusion. So there are going to be, sometimes there are consequences, but these are not negative consequences. These are positive consequences of what's actually happening. Okay, so there is going to be a lot of freedom. Sometimes, thank you very much. They're saying that sometimes things end in order to begin anew and better. I have no idea. That's what they're saying. So it's okay. Like, say, people that are writing a book, all of a sudden they scrap it because they're saying, oh my God, that's garbage. But then when they start to rewrite it, their energy is flowing more. They're saying, oh my God, this was a brilliant idea, so I didn't waste my time and the beginning. And that's what it is they're talking about right there. You can understand that. That would be awesome. 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 After the show, I get to eat my yogurt with granola. Okay, so that's for Miss Heidi. And Miss Heidi says yes to the empathic show. Yay. She also says, let's see, actually said that. Yeah. And then she says, point on. Awesome. All right. So now, Kelly Carell, I'm not sure if you're in here or not, but I have read you for so many years that I do know your energy because we've done private sessions. So we've done a lot of private sessions. So we're going to do Miss Kelly Carell, who likes the channeling. On my resonates to the core. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, honey. That's what I here for. I love this. Okay, after Kelly, we have Rhonda. Okay, so we're going to read Kelly. I'm not sure. Like I said, I know she's at work. So, and let's see what time is it. It is 12:46. 12:46 for Miss Kelly Carell. Just in case. Okay, honey, your air energy is off, which means that you have things that are stuck around you. You're not releasing them. Okay, when your air energy is off, it usually has a lot to do with cleansing. Thank you. You need to start releasing negative aspects of things that are around you. That's why your air feels stagnant, almost suffocating. We need to get rid of the negativity, or release it. Sage, protection crystals around you. And again, this is to keep you safe. It has nothing to do with work or home or anything. This is you in itself and how you're perceiving and looking at things right now. There is definitely a little bit of balance that you will have. You will have a choice, but you'll have a choice of 3 roads coming up. So rather than a fork in a road, you could do left, right, or straight. So we're talking about a 3-pronged fork coming into play. But you need to release and get the air energy going. If you have a little bit of wind around you, the best thing to do is just to stand out in the wind and just literally focus on allowing the negativity to release and allow that to go. All right, so that's what we have coming into play. Yeah, so work on that air energy. You can also light incense. Incense are really, really good for air energy. I prefer frankincense or sandalwood as far as stick incense, and sage for cleansing. So sometimes you need to work with that air energy in order to help. Oh boy. All right. So Miss Rhonda, you are up next. So Miss Rhonda Harris, let's see, she's the hostess with the 2 shows. She's on the Orion Effect, on the Rift Nation Network, and also on the freaking awesome Paranormal Show. So for those of you that I've talked about moon energy, don't forget to tune in Monday night. Okay, Monday night. And we have the Orion Effect on Sundays. Pretty awesome. Tuesdays, we have a double-decker Cosmic Cushion at 3 o'clock. And then we also have Rhonda's at 3 o'clock Cosmic Cushion, and then the freaking awesome Paranormal Show. Okay, so let's see, Miss Rhonda. After Rhonda, we have Velmar. And then we'll Velmar and then Brolic, and then I'll take a look to see how much time we have left. Okay. Oh, yay! Rhonda, you finally understand. And again, I think, and I'm not sure if I mentioned you, sometimes you get in your own way and don't allow yourself to expand. It's like you hold yourself back. That's not happening anymore. You're freeing yourself, is the easiest way to put it. You're allowing your energy and your freedom to come around, is what it is. So we have you, and we're saying, okay, I'm good. I'm allowing things actually to happen. The only thing is you need to allow yourself to believe in things that you will do that you've stopped yourself from believing in. So you are really getting there. It's just who you are meant to be. Okay? You are meant to be this particular individual, but sometimes you stop yourself. Stop stopping yourself. Allow yourself to go forward. Get that confidence and that awesomeness coming into play and allow this to go. Yes. So you freed yourself. Now it's time to literally take the bull by the horns. Okay? And go for that proverbial ride. And this has a lot to do with spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Also personal as well as gifts. Okay? Start to live, start to have fun. This isn't about who says what, who does what. It's about you living for you. It's allowing yourself to be happy, allowing yourself to say, oh my God, that was amazing. Let's do that again. Allowing yourself to literally go out there and just take the world by the storm. Take the world by storm. Say, yo, people, I'm here. So that's what you need to do. Okay, now we have Velma, which is here. Okay, Velma, we're going to do some channeling. We have 1252. And then I will take a look to see who else is here. 1252. All right. Oh, cards are jumping, Velmar. Okay, and then I will get back in. We have Velmar and Brolic are the last two here on the list. Then let's look at the time and see what's going on in the chat room. So, my awesome myth of what's happening here. Okay, this is Velmar. As you guys can see, I'm a different type of reader than other people. My focus and my spiritual energy focus seems to focus more on assisting people to move forward more than it is saying this is going to happen in your future. I'm going to say this is how you're going to get the best aspect in order to maneuver things better. So I'm the type that does not believe that a future is written in stone. It's written in jello, because every step you take changes your future. So I do not believe the future is written in stone. So, all right. So what we got going on for Mr. Velma? All right. Velma, all right, are you going through a bit of a depressive state here? Because every card that I'm getting seems to be like emotionally withdrawing into yourself is the easiest way to put that. So there seems to be a lot of aspects happening that you have to stop. You have to stop denying yourself the happiness. The easiest way to put it. Some people or society will say, okay, that's wrong, this is wrong. You need to do what's best for you, because the only person that's going to live with you is you. So if you keep denying yourself what makes you happy, you're just not going to get out of that ditch, that hole. You need to allow yourself to live, to breathe, to be happy. It's okay to be you. If the world was full of everybody that was the same, it would be a very boring place. Allow yourself to be who you are. Allow yourself to hope. Allow yourself to breathe. Allow these things to actually come forward. Be consistent with it. Be consistent. Allow yourself to do this. Okay? I mean, all right, we'll say we're in a world where everybody wears orange, but you happen to like the color magenta. Honey, wear magenta. That's, the way I'm looking at it, okay? Or everybody around you likes chocolate chip cookies, but you like peanut butter. Get the peanut butter. I know, I'm going to have to bake cookies today. So hopefully if it cools off a bit. So these are things that are around you, and be consistent with it. Because the more consistent you are with allowing yourself to be you, the easier it's going to be for the depressive aspects of yourself. They won't be there anymore, because you are allowing yourself to be you. And that's seems to be the holdback. That's the cage. You are caging yourself. Break the cage. Allow you to be you. That's the easiest thing that I can say to you right now, honey. I'm hoping that helps a little bit. So we have Mr. Brolick, and then we have 1255. Mr. Brolick. I'm going to take a swig of coffee. Oh, Mr. Brolick. Let's see. Channeling is what he says. It was in the chat. So, and I know there's a delay, but that's okay. That's okay. There's a delay. And he says, yes, he is. All right. That's the only way to get out of that right now, honey. You have to allow yourself to be happy. Literally. Let me read Brolick, and then I will go back over to see who's in the chat room, honey. Brolick is the last one on the list here, and then I will get back on. Okay. All right, Mr. Brolick. Ooh. All right. Okay, I don't know if Mr. Brolick is here, but Mr. Brolick, I'm reading you now, and it is 12:56. All right, so we're working now on a issue with self-esteem. Again, this self-esteem issue, it's like a lack of energy based. So thank you very much. So what's happening is because you don't have more energy than you're used to, this lack of energy, it's bringing you down. You're bringing yourself down. Nobody else around you is. It's you. You need to rebuild that energy. And again, earth energy is what I'm actually talking about. That would be feet, barefoot, ground, tree, and red jasper is the best thing for you to hold on while you're doing a deep grounding with the earth. So if you allow this to come, we need to work on that. That's the energy base. You need to free yourself as well. Free that energy. It's like heavy energy around you. Definitely reground, sage yourself, sage your energy, sage your area all around you. Okay, everywhere around you, the place you live, your car, allow that to literally sage. I prefer white sage over desert sage, but that's a smell thing. Desert sage smells like icky weed. I prefer the white sage. It smells better. You can always blend it with something else. Lavender to bring in peace if that's what you need. Roses to help with love. So there are other things you can mix in with this that'll help you out, depending on what it is that you need. But love isn't always just finding another individual. We have to learn to love who we are first. We have to learn to love who we are first. So that was for Mr. Brolick, okay? Then I have 2 minutes left to the show, and let's get in this chat room of individuals here. Yep, I have 2 minutes left to the show. That was Heidi, Rhonda, and then Raven came in. And then who else came in? Linda Nielsen. So Heidi, Anita came in. Are 1 million robots really going to be walking around anytime soon? I guess it depends on which universe you're looking at. So, yeah. But, all right, Mr. Brolick was here. Denise Mint, hello. Just popping in to say hi. Thank you. All right, Raven, if you're here, I'm going to do a quick general on you, and then we're going to close the show up. Then I'm going to eat breakfast. I slept late. Yeah, don't forget to check out the Rift Nation Network. The website is going to be in the process of being worked on. We do have more shows coming on soon. And old shows actually coming back with a revamp. So, pretty awesome. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow to the Rift Nation Network. Let's see if we can build that YouTube channel up. The Rift Nation Network YouTube channel. We want to build that up to 1,000. So what do you say? Maybe we'll do something special. We'll think about that if we can reach 1,000. I'll have to get together with Joni and the other gifted individuals to see what we can do for somebody once we reach 1,000. Put a name in a hat, pick one out. Okay, Miss Raven, let's see what we got going on here for you. All right, that's a good thing. A lot of times before you were fragmented, you had too much going on, too much energy. Thank you. Too much energy going out to so many different people that you weren't allowed to work on yourself. But I do see that that fragmentation has pulled itself in. The only issue is the movement, water. We don't have the movement of things that are actually flowing. You need to be able to flow. Um, I don't even know anywhere in this area that would have running or moving water as far as a river, which is the best way to actually do that. So the water seems to be a bit stagnant at the moment, the stagnation, and that's stopping you from moving forward. Okay. And again, so you need to look deeper into that. Thank you very much. Hold on. What are you talking about? Oh, okay. Yep, I thought so. Movement has to do with confidence. We need to have that confidence in who we are. And literally, and I, hmm, confidence, movement. Why? Fragments. Give me a minute. You're getting me stuck here, girl. Yeah, you need to get into some meditation. Okay, sometimes people will portray a confidence, like get out there and bold, but in the inside, deep down, there's still parts of themselves that need to heal from things that were said. Thank you very much. Things that were said that we managed to absorb. And when we get rid of other people's thinking, other people's opinions, of who we are, we actually heal much better and much faster, if you can understand that. So, yay. Hey, Mr. Keith, you was in the ad. And that's it. That's all I have for now, guys. Hopefully you got a lot of yard work done. So, remember to plant lavender by your garden gate. It's always a good thing to do. All right. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. And as far as this show, I will see you on Saturday, and I will see you as we start a 3-part series that I have to get into and write up later today. We'll get into a 3-part series, is what we're going to be talking about. A lot of emotional abuse on the Cosmic Cushion podcast. Don't forget to tune in to the Orion Effect tomorrow. Pretty awesome. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you again. Thank you so much for watching. Peace, guys. Peace and gratitude.